Hello students, today we are working on topic 8, lesson 4. So it says at the top of our guided practice, solve each problem any way you choose, show your work. So you can see in the guided practice number 1, they've kind of shown us how they would do it. That doesn't mean it's exactly how you would do it, but to find the answer, they're giving you an example of how they would do it. So let's go ahead and walk through it the way they did it. Okay, Sam had some money. I'm going to underline that word, some money, in his wallet. So we don't know how much that is. It's just some. So I'm going to put a question mark there, trace over that like they did. It says he went to the carnival and spent $12. I'm going to go ahead and circle the $12. I'm going to write down the $12. And the word that I'm going to box in, do you remember cubes? You circle the numbers, underline the question, box in the important words, and then solve the equation. I'm going to box in the word spent because that tells me whether he's adding or subtracting. So spent means he subtracted because it took money away from him. So that means he subtracted. Now Sam has $5. So I'm going to circle the $5 and I'm going to trace over it here. Okay, now I'm going to underline the question. How much was in his wallet before the carnival? So what we know here, and I'm going to do it a little bit different than they do it. You could do it this way, but I'm going to do it a little different. I'm going to do a part whole, just because that helps me make sense of what I've got. So we don't know what the total was because the total up here in the box is what he had before he started spending money. All right, so we know that he had $12 and that he had $5 that he spent. How much was in his money or in his wallet before the carnival? Well, if we have a part whole and we don't have the total, but we have both of our parts, we're going to add. If we had one total and one part, then we would subtract. But if we have both parts, then we always add. 12 plus 5 and 12 plus 5 equals 17. So we have $17 as our answer. How much was in his wallet before the carnival? $17. All right, let's go on to number 2. I went ahead and erased number 1 so that you wouldn't have it in your way. Let's work on number 2. So we're going to cube it. So I'm going to write cube. I'm just going to write it out to the side so it's not in our way, but I want you to remember that when we work on word problems like this, we cube. Okay, so Morgan has $7. We're going to do the C first. We're going to circle it. Her grandmother gives her a $10 bill and a $5 bill. How much money does Morgan have now? So we've C circled the numbers. Now we need to U underline the question. How much money does Morgan have now? Okay, now we need to box in important words. So when I was walking through and reading this, I saw the word gives. If she gives her a $10 bill and a $5 bill, then she's adding to what she already has, right? So I'm going to start with the $7. Now let's solve the equation. $7, and I'm going to add the $10 first. So she added $10 to it because she gave her a $10 bill. So that equals $17, but we're not done yet because Grandma also gave her a $5 bill. So then I'm going to take the answer here and continue adding to it. So 17, and I'm going to add a $5 bill. How much money does she have now? Well, if I add 7 plus 5, it is 12. And then 1 plus 1 is 2. She now has $22 now. So the answer is $22, and we have solved the equation. So make sure that you're using cube as you go through these word problems, and make sure that you're actually doing it in the word problem. Part of the problem with word problems that a lot of kids have is that it's a lot of information and it looks kind of jumbled when you first look at it. So using cube helps you break it down, and that way you can understand what you're looking for. So make sure you're using cube and don't forget the dollar signs. All right, guys, see you later.